Welcome back, folks. In this video lecture, we'll continue solving a couple of more questions on vector problems, and we'll try to find the resultant force using the triangle method. So I will try to draw the diagram for the one of the questions. I'm taking the from my book. It is 2.7, but I'm not sure which question is on your book. So let's try and understand this question, and then once you understand the concept, you can solve any question from any book. Okay, so this is what's given to me, and let me just sharpen up the pencil. This angle is 70 degrees, and then we are also given some forces. At this particular point, there is a force acting in the downward direction. This is 250 newton, and then there is another force which is acting, which is 1500 newton, which is acting in this direction. This is 1500 newton. So 1500 newton acting in this direction. Right, now I wanted to find the resultant force. So again, if I apply the triangle method, so before I apply the triangle method, I will try to see the angles here. So if this angle is 70 degrees, down here this angle will also be 70 degrees, and also this angle is given to me. This I forgot to mention, this angle is 20 degrees given to me. And then if this is 70, this is 20 degrees, so this angle will be a right angle triangle. This is 90 degrees. So if this is 90 degree, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this vector and going to try and move it on this side. So we moved it on here, and this angle is 90 degree here. So if I complete the triangle, then we just pretty much done everything. So this is the completion of the triangle. This is the resultant vector which we are looking for. So this becomes a right angle triangle. So I don't need to apply the cosine law in this. Cosine law is for triangle where, I mean, none of the angle is 90 degrees. So if one of the angle is a 90 degree, we can apply the Pythagoras theorem in that case. So in this case, r square is equal to 1500 square plus the other value here is 250 square, and r value will be square root of 1500 square plus 250 square, and we will get a value from here that will come out to be 1520 approximately newton, and I can write it as 1.52 kilonewton. And now if I were to find the angle of resultant, and angle of resultant will be, you can find it from here also, or you can find it from here also. So to do that, I need to find first of all this angle theta. So theta, tangent theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent. So 250 upon 1500, and then theta value will be tangent inverse of 250 divided by 1500. Let me just quickly see if it is getting recorded or not. Yes, it is getting recorded. And now theta value will come across as this value is 9.8 degrees. So I can write it as 1.52 at an angle of 29. So like this. So if I'm going in this direction, this angle will become 29.8 degrees. How? I'll show you. If this angle is 20 degrees, this angle comes out to be 9.8. So the angle will be 29.8 degrees. So hopefully you were able to understand this question. Now I'm going to take another question from the book. I'm taking 2.10, and again we are given two vectors. You can solve it using component or triangle. I'm using the triangle method. So this angle given to me here is 40, and this angle given to me here is 82, and the side here is 120, and side here is 250. Okay, so either you can move this side on here, you can move it here, or let me show you, let me place it here. You can do this way, or you could have done is, if this is one of the vectors and the other vector was in this direction, this was 250, 250 and this one was 120, I can move this 250 vector. Oops, 1 second. I can move this 250 vector up here also and complete the triangle here also. This is also gonna solve. So you can do it any which way, whatever way you like it. Okay, in the previous one, this was 250, and I'll erase this one here. Erase this one also. This is 120, and I can complete the triangle here and find the resultant value. And how are we gonna find the angles also? So I will again show you. I'm gonna do this one now. So the initial was, it was 120 at an angle of 40 degrees, and here it was an angle of 82 degrees, 82 degrees, and this was at 250 Newton. So I am trying to find this resultant value. This angle is 40 degrees, and then another angle, I will try and draw it here. Let's see if I can find some of the angles here. So this angle will be 40 degrees also. This and this are same. And then I am looking for the angle, this one. This angle will be 82 degrees. Why 82 degrees? I'll again show you so that you can visualize this one more time. You can visualize this. So this angle with horizontal is 82, so I'm moving this 82. Do you see? It moved 82 degrees here. So this was 40 degrees. So hopefully you are able to understand how I'm moving the angles. Now I just have to find the resultant. So I'll use cosine law. Cosine law. Again, I'm looking for this. So opposite to this angle is 122 degrees. So r square will be equal to side square 250 square plus other side is 120 square minus 2 times 250 times 120 times cos of 122. So once you're going to solve all this, resultant value will come out to be 330 Newton. And then I can find this angle theta also. So how I'm going to find this angle theta? Sine of, let me show it here. So sine of theta angle, this angle opposite to this one is this side, which is equal to 250, equal to sine of 122 divided by the resultant side, because this angle is 122. The side I'm gonna take here is 330. So once you're gonna solve this one, you're gonna get the theta value as 40 degrees. So now I can compile my result. Resultant is equal to 330 newtons at an angle with horizontal, that is 80 degrees, because 40 plus 40 is 80 degrees. So hopefully you were able to understand these two questions. All right, that's it from my side for today's video. I will see you in another video. Till then, goodbye.